I always knew when I opened my mouth, power was on the other end. My name is Jahze Yvette, originally born and raised in New Orleans, but my story is so similar to many of my neighbors, but not to the majority of the world. You can't talk down to a man and expect a man to still be a man. You can't sit there.
He's gonna be how you want him to treat him.
Right.
Like, how
you want him to be a king, but you're not treating him like a king. You know, as much as we say men abuse women, women abuse men too. So tell me a little bit about New Orleans that you love the most.
Food and the people and the culture, man, the culture. I just love going to different places, seeing the different cultures, you know.
This is your girl Jahze Yvette here at the 2019 Essence Festival, here with my boy DJ Envy and Miss Angela Yee. I just want to know, how is your festival going right now?
So far, so good. You know, I was actually in Jamaica with my family, but I came here for this. I love it. I love to see black people unite. I love to see black people coming together, talking about their trials, their tribulations, everything that they're doing, and just having a good time. I love Essence.
And I'm here with Boris Kojo. How are you today?
I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm doing well. So you're here actually to promote health and fit. Tell me a little bit about your brand.
It's called CoFit. It's an app that you can download. Go to your app store and download CoFit. It's a app that my brother and I developed.
Taylor said to me that your mother paid a hotel to let you lose your virginity. What the fuck?
So my boyfriend was in jail for 8 months.
At what age was this?
Okay.
Let's start with the age.
Okay, the age was 15. He was 4 months older than me, right? So my boyfriend was in jail. We met.
Get my CBD, man.
Listen.
Everybody talks about their humble beginnings, and so many people talk about when they make it. But the in-between, I think, is the hard part. So my first question to you is, when is the first time you knew your voice mattered? And when you knew you was gonna make an impact, not just on the people around you, but the world?
First time I realized when my voice mattered. That's a good question.
You are famous, you are a personality, one of the hugest voices in America, but you still kind of sit in that middle where you still touch the people, and then you're still in like those elite circles. What are your thoughts about society right now, how people are wanting to be in that world of celebrity, but you know what that world's about, and then also that world of just being a normal person? And can you like...
Hey, that's such a great question, because yesterday I was sitting with a really good friend of mine who is like a brand strategist, and you know, that's always her thing for me. Like, you're too accessible, and
yeah. You work like no other, from performances to rehearsals to photo shoots to social media to interviews. You have this work ethic since you were an interior designer and a party decorator by day.
I did that yesterday.
And would do several shows at night. So you still are doing the decoration.
I did it yesterday.
Wow. But at this point, what brings you the most peace? Like, what does relaxing look for Frida?
For me, relaxing is just really being home off a tour and resting in my bed.
So you said in an interview, the hardest thing as a songwriter is to write something that's saying something, all while still entertaining at the same time. Do you feel at some point you have to write for you, authentically speaking from your story, and just hopes that others will relate to it?
Yeah, I think that's what you have to do. I mean, I think you have to write selfishly.
One thing about you being authentic is that that's a huge part of your brand.
Yes, extremely.
Let me ask you, what did that do for you as an individual, being able to vent and have people relate back to you when you did decide to share your story in your life?
It kind of started with story time with Super. It was basically...
I just wanted to know, you have any encouraging words right now for the youth that look up to people like yourself, you know, coming up in that era, coming up in that environment that has that police brutality, that has that violence in the midst of, you know, where you live, where you wake up every day?
You must be. I know you're insinuating about the thing in Minnesota.
I'm your host, Jahze Yvette, and this is Too Many Opinions. I'm sitting with my guests, JoJo Simmons and Pop, and they're some goddamn good fathers. Because I like being strong. Like, that's just in my DNA. I like to have control. I like to be strong. But don't you think somebody like her at this point should just not even give a fuck? You're Lizzo. You are worth millions. Like, why do you repeatedly have to defend yourself and these people that are commenting? I am a Black woman in every form, from the way that I carry myself, the way that this body curves, the texture of my hair, to the fullness of my lips, to even the warmth of my aura. I'm not light-skinned or dark-skinned, so my complex is complex. Because to be honest, everyone is beautiful. Ooh. When you said that, it just kind of like hit me. It hit me because I think right now, in the climate that we're in, so many people are frustrated. But I think so many people are praying too. So like when you say those words, when you say if someone's praying, they can't have frustration, what did you mean by that? You know, you look for people to like, you know, your family and your friends to support you, and you want people to just be like, woohoo, woohoo, and then you do something and you're like, why are these people not, you know, why do I have to tell you to give me free support?
Yeah, because, you know, sometimes your light illuminates others' darkness. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's something that you got to be like
aware of.
That's a weird thing that happens too on this journey to success or to wherever you get into. It's like